Good evening, Toast Mistress. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Candice, and my P1 title is I Need Another Vacation. People work for a variety of reasons. I do so that I can take off on a vacation and go and see the world. At first, it was a thirst for adventure and excitement. Well, in experience, I begin to appreciate the inspiration I get from the cultural exchange of history, art, and language. My first trip was to Cairns, Australia with my best friend from school. We were two teenage girls alone on a Qantas flight, and every other steward stopped by to ask, "Where are you from? How are you doing?" So eventually we became known as the Singapore girls. Welcome to Australia. For the first time, I realized that the air smells different out there. The sky is bluer, and the grass is definitely greener on the other side of the fence. Cairns is, after all, a tourist town where people afford to, stop and smell the roses. In true Singaporean efficiency, we crammed as many thrills as we could in that one short week we can afford to be there. We went rock climbing, white water rafting, diving at the Great Barrier Reef, and well, the most significant memory I had was on the white water. After navigating through the rough waters and the falls, we came to a quiet calm, and I seemed to look back, and what greeted me took my breath away. It was a breathtaking view of gentle interlocking mountains covered with yellows, greens, and browns. It was a picture-perfect, priceless mental picture that is with me till today. My second opportunity overseas was in a student exchange program for 6 months. In the spirit of adventure, I went from the equator to the Arctic Circle in Sweden. Luleå is a quaint little university town where a trip to school is a 20-minute bicycle ride. Public transport and convenience stores are limited, and 24-hour food courts, or food courts of any sort, is unheard of. The land of the midnight sun has summer starting at 14 degrees Celsius when I first arrived, and winters that dip down to minus 30 degrees Celsius, which runs for 6 months in a year. The air was definitely crispier. Luleå's exchange program accepts the most number of foreign students from the most number of countries. And as a student alone overseas, my friends and my neighbors become my family. In that 6 months, I made close friends with my schoolmates from Italy, Germany, Eastern Europe, and the Americas, notwithstanding that English was not their first language. There's a unique bond formed from a very unique experience. It's snowing outside at 3 p.m. It's pitch dark, and the wind is blowing my bicycle, of course, while I'm cycling home from the convenience store with groceries and books on my backpack and a little wicker basket on my second-hand bicycle. And I slip and fall, and my tire goes flat. There's no AAA or mommy and daddy to call, and the only form of help is either my housemate or my neighbors, who's at home and knows how to fix a flat tire. I most certainly don't know how to do that. We're there for each other for everything, from travel advice when we visited each other's countries, to cooking an additional portion for someone who turns up at dinner time because the convenience store is closed on Sundays. And through our parties, I realized that each country in Europe has its own unique language, history, and culture, and a tidbit of idiosyncrasies. Lessons that no textbook can teach. And no one is strange or weird, just different. And I learned several things about myself and my own misconceptions. Bukit Timah is not a hill. It's just dirt. And what I thought was a mountain was actually a hill. And when I did see a mountain and the fjords, I thought I was in heaven. The experience opened up my mind and my heart, and I take the same attitude with every person that I meet in Singapore or outside. It was truly a metamorphosis.
Wow.
Since then, I've traveled to many other places, and each one never fails to inspire me or give me a new perspective. The friends I meet are with me wherever I go, thanks to MSN and Facebook. Life, the world, and the universe is so much larger than my life right here, right now. And now that we finished the financial year, I need another vacation.